Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door. We're on the exciting last chapter. Today joining me
is the Evil Pop-Tart
and Stylish Toast.
I gotta put my memory card in slot A first. Silly me.
Wah 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 wah.
This is what happens when you have multiple memory cards. But anyway, in it goes, and I guess I'm showing myself backing up my data in case I mess up recording a segment. Don't ask me why I included this. I guess the audience is learning something about my data management skills. Oh, lovely.
Crickets, crickets,
crickets, crickets, crickets. Let's get started. So we are going to enter the final chapter, which will include opening the Thousand-Year Door.
The Thousand-Year Door?
Dun dun
Yes.
dun.
But first I gotta go check on my items. I had to throw in a little bit of a curveball. I took care of so many items when I did all the Zest Tea stuff. I decided to equip myself with a whole bunch of items. Most of them I'm not going to use, but just for fun, pick up stuff like that Zest Dynamite and Power Punches and the Boost Sheet or two. And of course, plenty of healing items that, once again, I'm actually not going to use. Just another quick look at this badge setup. Once we start getting into the next area, I'm going to explain the metrics behind this badge setup, because it's a really, really good badge setup.
Oh, I can remember running through here. I didn't have much badges. At least the extent of the badges you do, so this should be interesting.
What was your experience with the last chapter? Like, don't spoil anything, Stylish Toast. Just tell me what your general experience was if you made it that far.
Oh, it was really tough. I was a very low level. You probably remember that. And I had like 21 badge points, and
not even like a high amount of HP with it?
Oh, yeah, I mainly put it in HP, but...
Oh, understood.
I was the opposite.
The battles took a lot longer than they needed to.
But here we can see the glorious cutscene of the Thousand-Year Door opening. By the power of all 7 crystal stars put together...
It does nothing. You've been tricked.
No.
Oh.
First time I saw this, I honestly thought that was a portal of some kind. Like the Thousand-Year Door is actually a door to a portal.
We just divided by 0.
I would agree.
And honestly, once we get into there, it makes a lot more sense if it was a portal, in a way. But let's go ahead and enter it. After I check my badge setup again, because I'm apparently really paranoid at what it is. Or I just want Mario to look like Waluigi again.
Didn't your mother ever tell you not to walk in strange portals?
No, she told me not to play with fire. And I didn't play with fire, and I'm still here. Anyway, welcome to Chapter 8, the last chapter of Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door, and it has the best title ever. It's the Thousand-Year Door. Sleeping within the door that hasn't been touched for over 1,000 years is a palace.
And candles that have remained lit for 1,000 years.
Yes, candles that have been lit for 1,000 years. Now, a place that's 1,000 years old, I would think would have lost like all of its colors and dyes. Like if you think of Egyptian pyramids, they used to be all painted and stuff like this. This place is incredibly vivid for being over 1,000 years old, wouldn't you say?
Ah, you see, that's where both of you are wrong. This is a demonic portal. In demonic, nothing gets faded or anything. It's demonic. Don't ask me why, it's just demonic.
I can accept that as a reason for why this place isn't faded at all. Inside are some monsters. Time to explain the badge setup. This is Tank Mario at its finest. The idea being, Mario gets the defense, the partners get the offense. And with that, Mario basically never dies, and you can swap around partners, and they basically almost never die as long as you play smart.
Stupid fucking swooplers.
It's as simple as that. I have Mario's defense bumped up to 5, and my partner's attack power bumped up by 4.
Yeah, this is gonna be a breeze. This is when I went through here. At least I did not have any of that. I struggled through this. And
Yeah, if you don't necessarily have a good boost in offense or defense, this place is a little difficult. But I decided to show off a couple of these battles with the Tank Mario setup. This is easily my favorite badge setup in the game because honestly, even if you play dumb with Tank Mario, you can't die. You just can't die. Your partner might die, but you can't die. Honestly. Oh yeah, my favorite party member just benefits tremendously from it as well.
wait a minute, I always forget the name on this. Is this better? No, it's not Spike, is it?
No, Spike is the name of the Yoshi in another save file. It's Bass.
Oh, that's right. We named this one Bass. Sorry. I like Spike. I get him confused.
But yeah, the obvious weakness of this is, of course, with all those P up, D down Ps, the partner is a little bit of a glass cannon. On the other hand, as said before, even if they die, Mario has so much freaking defense that he'll usually be able to slug out through at the end of the battle. And if you play smart, bring a couple of boost sheets, for example, or make good use of power lift, they aren't going to die. You'll be taking out the enemy so fast that they aren't going to die. And this is just sexy, by the way.
Yeah, when Bass hits his first attack for 7, you know you got something.
Overkill much?
Very overkill. We'll be seeing a lot of that, by the way.
Now, put that on Bobbery and watch what happens. Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Oh, we'll be seeing some Bobbery this part.
Oh, you better be putting Bobbery up. I gotta get my Bobbery.
We'll be seeing some Bobbery this part.
Yeah, that's like all I'm worried about. Where's Bobbery, damn it?
So if you remember reading everything here, this place was described as an underground city. You can think of that outside corridor that we just entered, even though it was a lot of underwater. We essentially went from one building into another, and we're in another building right now. But here's some Bobbery action for you, Pop-Tart. I threw Bobbery in because I knew you like Bobbery.
Boom! Oh, that is so sexy. 8 damage. Haha, that's just a normal attack. Use the I win button.
I don't need the I win button against one enemy!
Am I the only one that does that, or is that just me?
I think you're the only one. Stylish Toast, how often did you use Bobbery's 4th move, Bomb Blast?
Oh, all the time. No, but seriously, I think I used Bobbery maybe once during my entire
Evil
play.
Pop-Tart now hates you.
Yeah, that's why.
I disown you both. I just gonna say I disown you both.
Stylish Toast, what's your favorite party member?
I like the Yoshi. I can't remember what I named the Yoshi.
Yeah, I
But-
disown both of you right now. No, I don't know both of you. Go away.
Anyway, this place is filled with tons and tons and tons of enemies, and they're just generally tough enemies, but as before, if you boost your offense and defense, they shouldn't be giving you any problems whatsoever. This is where, you know, putting points into badge points really does make a difference.
Lies. He's wrong. Use Bobbery. Put it into FP.
I guess it's all in the play style, really, but Bobbery is very good against dry bones here.
He actually does kill them instead of making them crumble, so...
Oh yeah, you're either going to have to use Vivian or Bobbery for that.
Does Art Attack actually... Yeah, Art Attack works against him too.
Art Attack does work.
Now, that is sexy when Koops does 10 damage with a friggin' Power Shell.
Yes, it is.
That is really nice.
You know you mean business when Koops is doing 10 damage, and he normally does 5. Really no mean business. Alright, so this is the other area of the game where bullet bills appear, and they're actually very abundant.
And they're
Very
golden.
abundant. And they're golden. So something I recently picked up is using Madame Flurry, you can sidestep all these golden bullet bills and get to the bullet bill blaster without suffering too much pain or damage or needing to first strike all the bullet bills. And I failed.
Super Guard, come on, can you get it? Oh, fail.
That'd be a negative, sir. But this does give me a chance to, I think I just killed outright here.
Yeah, you should. It's only got
Yeah.
3.
I think that was me trying to tattle it, but Mario actually has the attack power to kill the bombshell bill. Don't worry, we'll be seeing the tattle very shortly after another random encounter that wasn't very random.
I remember the first time I showed you, Seer, I was like, yeah, you can dodge these bullet bills like in the first one. I walk halfway down there, get hit. That was a mistake. I'll dodge the next one. I'm running around, get hit. Okay, I know you can dodge these stupid things. Yeah, I couldn't dodge them worth a shit.
They have 2 defense, by the way, so if you, for example, don't have a power plus on Mario, you shouldn't be jumping on them because it won't kill them. And 6 attack power is quite a bit. But then again, I have Mario as hard as a Moonclef with 5 defense, so...
Are you saying Mario has transformed into a Moonclef?
No, he's still a plumber. Alright.
Oh, damn. You got my hopes up.
But I also flopped on FP Drain before to help fuel FP usage by the partners. It's an optional thing to throw on to tank Mario, but it helps alleviate any FP issues. But this is the Bombshell Bill Blaster, or it's abbreviated in the catalog, for defense. So what you should use against them is moves, for example, like Gulp. But given the nature of my party members, we're going to see a little bit of Coop's magic here.
I would say Coops or I win button, just because, well, I'm lazy, but...
Shell Slam is very good here. But yeah, Gulp, Shell Slam, anything else defense piercing, like Lip Lock maybe.
Oh, you should Super Guard those, come on! Where's that Super Guard foo?
Obviously not with me, that battle.
Oh, take the pebble from my hand, Grasshopper, in Super Guard.
Okay, in that red box is a very, very valuable badge. It's all or nothing. See, unlike in the original Paper Mario, we can just buy all or nothing halfway through the game. This game, you don't get it till like near the end.
Yeah, which is pointless, but...
It's basically the Power Plus that costs 2 less badge points, but it forces you to do your action commands, otherwise you do no damage. So, combine all or nothing with Unsimplifier, and you got yourself a fun game where if you fuck up, you fuck up.
To put it lightly.
To put it lightly, yes. You fuck up, you fuck up.
Now, I see you're having a hard time navigating these spikes. Would you please remind the... Well, I will remind the audience, actually. How many times I actually did this when you were watching when I did stream? How many times did I do that?
You got hit by many, many, many spikes.
You lost count, didn't you?
I lost count, yes.
Want to know the sad thing? I know the number.
What's the number?
27.
Oh boy.
How do you remember that?
Because.
Okay, Stylish Toast, put 27 in context. Tell the audience how large 27 is as a number.
It's almost the amount of days in a month. $27. It's there. It's there.
You gave a good example. I'm not going to expect you to come up with another. The key to this room is to go slowly.
Obviously, I don't go slow, so...
This is why slow go is a useful badge to some people. Save points I'm going to ignore. This, as you can see, we exited another building, and now we're on some kind of bridge to another building.
Ooh, I'm surprised you didn't keep jumping over those three
Some
to
retro
avoid them.
flame jumping.
Oh yeah, fun times. But, using Madame Flurry and Bobbery is a very, very useful combination. This guy's doomed. Boom.
Ah, yes. Fire gets extra damage with Bobbery. Win!
Exactly. But yeah, this is just a whole bunch of dodging flames again. Good old classic Mario. Now this section here, I used to do this section with Vivian, but I'm going to be a pro and do it with the Tube Mario instead.
You know how many times I died on that one during the stream?
Let's not go there.
6.
I'm surprised you remember that. This is a humongous room. Nice good old red velvet carpet on the ground, and candle lit. Candles are still lit and burning. And, ooh. What's this?
That would be the annoying pain in my ass!
If you're feeling deja vu right now, you should. This exact same thing happened in Hooktail's castle.
Except worse.
Yes, technically this one's worse.
The little bugger is friggin' quick.
We'll be getting there. I have to catch up to him first because he runs around the room and you gotta catch the dark bones before, or just catch the dark bones. So you enter into this battle, which once again you should be feeling deja vu, except the enemies here are a teeny bit more tougher. Or, yeah, more tough.
Now, normally I would always say this, but generally this fight is retarded. Just use Bobbery. Just use Bobbery, trust me.
Alright, so once we get this Tattle of the Dark Bones out of the way, which as you can see, he's a very tough guy with 20 HP and 5 attack power, you get this counter attack here. Each of those bones do either 5 damage or 3 damage times 3. Anytime when you run into a multi-hit attack, of course, this means defense is king, as you can see.
Bobbery,
And-
Bomb Blast.
Just shrugging it off.
But since my partner has negative defense,
Yes! I win! I called that. I so called that.
Since my partner has negative defense, I'm like, nope, you're not attacking the partner because the dry bones and the dark bones can't attack the partner. Boost sheet time!
I called that. Did I not call that? I so called that.
Yes, you called the I win button there.
And that's nice. See?
If
And
you
you're
come into this battle unprepared, as you could probably attest to Evil Pop-Tart, your HP can drop down to 0 very fast. It really can.
I didn't fail the first time I did it. I might have failed the second time I did it because I didn't remember the fight, but it almost killed me nonetheless. And then you
Yes.
get kind of screwed over, but
Yeah. But like that, let's go ahead and just move on forward. See what type of tricks the Palace of Shadow decides to play on us next. This place is basically a giant lawn labyrinth, as you can very clearly tell. We're going to have to fight more golden bombshell bill blasters. You probably already know how this fight is going to go. Alright. Now here's a fun fact here. If you get this configuration, this is actually a very, very good use of the Ultra Hammer, because that 3 damage the Ultra Hammer does indeed pierce defense. Voila. The Ultra Hammer doesn't see its use very much outside the bombshell bill blasters, honestly. Because it usually just doesn't add up to very much.
The bullet bills, do they give star points out if you're a low enough level?
I've come to the conclusion that even if you're at level 1, they don't. They just simply got rid of that and can't really grind on them.
Oh, I was gonna say if you're a low level like I was.
Well, one thing you could do is even though you don't get any star power from bullet bills individually, they do shoot bullet bills endlessly. If you were to set yourself up with a good enough badge setup, you could probably just like constantly press A on the controller, not even paying attention to what's going on, and then go watch something else as long as you're constantly pressing A on the controller. And because, like, for example, with a good badge setup, your defense would be high enough, it wouldn't matter if you got hits, and then you could theoretically get a decent amount of experience from these guys. It'd be 1 star point per bullet bill, though, so it would take a while. Honestly, the better way to get experience, unless, like, say, for example, you're at level 50 or 60, would be to go hunt some Amazy Daisies.
yeah, and this brings back the previous conversation. Bullet bills, they pretty much, at least my theory on it is they put them down here because everybody would farm them in the first one. I mean, really
Yeah.
think about it. If you farm the crap out of them, they're just going to give you an infinite amount of star points. At least with the Mazy Daisies, they would run away or either be a real pain in the ass for you to fight them. So
This is normally where you get P up, D down, P, as in this is the one you get in the game that doesn't involve badge hunting.
thank God.
Obviously, because your partners don't need to live and Mario can live, the P up, D down, P is a very, very valuable badge. But obviously it comes at the consequence that your partners will indeed die faster with that badge on if you aren't playing the game smart. But to every partner in the game, including Bobbery, thumbs up on P up, D down, P.
Yeah, you only do that once. After that, you learn the errors of your ways.
But with that P up, D down, P, watch what I'm able to do with this battle with just Koops and Power Shell. Remember, I have Mario with FP Drain. He got 1 FP for doing that. And then I use that 1 FP. I win. I win. It didn't cost me any net FP usage whatsoever. So you can probably guess what I do to the rest of the enemies in this room.
Rape.
Rape!
Gone. I guess if you want to use that word, yes, but I would say destroy. It doesn't have, or plus destroy doesn't, or destroy is a platonic word, I'll put it that way. By the way, we just entered into a puzzle. I'm not going to tell the audience how to solve this puzzle, but I'm going to give a lot of vague hints to it. We're inside of a room, alright? And inside of this room is 4 doors. And I'm going to be entering into the doors a series of different ways. If you remember the original Paper Mario, there was the room in Bowser's Castle where you were shown the pattern before you entered into these series of rooms. This is kind of the same concept. The way you figure this out, however, is different. And I'm just curious if the audience can figure it out. I'm going to ask that my guests not say anything, but if you want to say anything else, go for it.
This one actually took me a while to figure out, but there is a difference.
The flames are pretty.
The flames indeed are pretty. I guess one thing I will add on to it, and if you do run into the wrong door, the game does indeed let you know by going like and kicking you out.
Same old, same old.
Yeah, so before a new player will kind of get stumped up there, but from that we exit another building and we come up to a underground central plaza.
I actually like this area. I think I've mentioned that before, but this is a very cool area.
It's aesthetically beautiful, I'll put it that way.
It's different from when you've been walking through the demonic palace. This is like more of the city side of it, not
Yes.
the demonic edge.
Yeah, that city that vanished 1,000 years ago, this is basically that city, or a better view of that city than what we've seen so far, what was taken over, including chain chomps.
Our favorite enemy.
7 attack, 6 attack power, 5 defense. What do you think we should use?
Bobbery.
Defense piercing moves.
Bobbery.
Bobbery doesn't have any defense piercing moves.
Bobbery.
Okay. Yes, you can use Bobbery, but it's not as effective as using Miss Mouse.
Screw her. Bobbery.
I guess another thing you could obviously use is piercing blow. Anything defense piercing. Anything.
Bobbery.
Super guards, because the super guards aren't very difficult on a chain chomp. But we're not going to be spending very much time in the plaza because there's very little we can do in the plaza at the moment. We're instead going to go ahead and move on to the next building, which includes the Demented Flying Space Trash Can. Fuck the Demented Flying Space Trash Can.
Goddamn flying trash can.
Die! Go away.
Now that brings up a point. How did they get off the moon? And how did they get in here?
We never saw any dark wizards on the moon. Oh, I suppose we called them the Space Trash Can. Okay, I see your point now.
There you go.
Okay, yes. Association by what our stupid little name for them is. I didn't get it. Oh, how silly. Anyway, this building's kind of long. It's just a whole bunch of long corridors. It doesn't... Well, none of these buildings so far really felt like they served much of a purpose other than, you know, they're buildings in a video game. But like here's another long corridor of no purpose. There isn't even any enemies in here. There's a couple of enemies in this room, though. Just a couple of phantom embers that are... who are good. We're going to feel the wrath of a really overpowered Koopa. But at the end of this corridor is a save block. And something I'm going to tell you, you should be hitting every single save block in this chapter. I skipped that first one, but you should be hitting every one. Yes. Anyway, we will see what is in the next door. It'll be a surprise on the next episode of Let's Play Paper Mario and the 1000-Year Door. This is Milesluigi.
And this is Stylish Toast.
See you next time.